Hi, my name is Joe Stanley and I'm a farmer and head of training and partnerships at the Game and Wildlife Conservation Trust's Allerton project, the home of the GWCT's big farmland bird count. I'm also a National Farmers Union County Chair and sit on the NFU's National Environment Forum. The GWCT's Big Farmland Bird Count returns for its 10th year from the 3rd to the 19th of February and is a fantastic initiative which gives farmers and land managers a simple way of recording the effect of any conservation work they have undertaken on their land by spending a mere 30 minutes observing farmland birds in their natural habitat and thereby helping build a national picture of which species are benefiting from conservation efforts and which are most in need of help. The GWCT Big Farmland Bird Count is an opportunity for us to see just what impact our efforts are having and for us to highlight and celebrate our hard work. What's more, too often we don't just take the time to sit and watch the fruits of our labours and appreciate the bounty of the natural world in which we are lucky enough to work every day.
Taking part in the Big Farmland Bird Count couldn't be easier. All you need to do is log on to the Big Farmland Bird Count website, download and print yourself a count sheet like this one, and head out to a suitable habitat on your farm to sit for half an hour and count the birds that you see. So that could be a thick hedgerow, an area of scrubby cover like I'm in now. This has lots of blackthorn, hawthorn, and some mature trees behind. There's also some pheasant feeders at the top of the hill, so this is a really good one. It's nice and sheltered and it's quite warm. Equally an area of cover crop, thick hedgerow, edge of a woodland, or anywhere that you supplementary feed is equally good. You can sit out in person or in your vehicle and try and pick a calm, warmish day, not in the rain. Rain is not particularly good for counting birds. Dry, warm, and sit for half an hour and count the birds. You then need to head back onto the Big Farmland Bird Count website and input your results. It should only take 5 minutes. If you inputted them online last year, it'll remember your account and you can log straight back in and view your previous year's records. If not, you can create an account and continue inputting your data year on year.
When you're filling this in, it's got information about your farm. You can put it in as anonymised, but what we'd please ask you to do is make sure that you put in the county that you're in on there as a bare minimum, and then instead of just ticking what you see, actually numbers of what you see is really important. So what you can do next to each species, you can kind of tally it up, and then this can either be submitted online or you can send that in post to us as well.
Hello, my name is Richard Negus. I'm currently laying this hedge here on an estate in Suffolk. The only reason we're doing this is for farmland birds. This will thicken up over the forthcoming seasons and provide excellent nesting habitat, food and protection from predators that are flying overhead. The only way we will know if all this effort that we've put in is for anything is by seeing what the bird life is out there. So please, this February, get involved in the GWCT's Big Farmland Bird Count. Get your binoculars out, just go to a spot, for preference perhaps somewhere where it's a good site where birds are feeding. Get counting, let us know what you have and how many.
Yeah, Big Farmland Bird Count is really sort of pleasant to remember that it's 10 years old this year. It started off with a really daft idea 12 years ago, driving to work with a colleague. I'd listened to all the publicity around Big Garden Bird Watch and said to Alan, we ought to have a Big Farmland Bird Count. And really luckily for me, I moved to the Allerton project a couple of years after that, and Alistair Leake was good enough to give it a go. And it's really fantastic to see it still running. It'd be absolutely brilliant if you could all get out there and give it a go, have a count, and really understand that what you do makes a difference, and it gives Game and Wildlife Conservation Trust a superb opportunity to shout about all the good work done on farms, so please take part.
Hi everyone, my name's Izzy Pye. I'm a 17-year-old aspiring wildlife conservationist living on my family's farm in southwest Wiltshire. The Big Farmland Bird Count is a really fantastic way for farmers to get involved and see what bird life they have on their farms. And the data that it provides creates a really valuable snapshot. You can download a count sheet and a bird ID guide from the GWCT website, which are really useful. So get your binoculars and your ID sheets ready and get out on the 3rd of February and count the farmland birds that you see. We would love to see your photos, so please share them on social media and tag us.
So when carrying out the big farmland bird count, there may be a lot of species that you can expect to see, so things like blue tits and grey tits, but the big farmland bird count is also really important for understanding some of our declining species. Carrying out the big farmland bird count is really important in generating interest amongst farmers so that they can hopefully learn about the wildlife they have on their farms, and then it'll make a baseline, and then when they carry the survey out in future years, they'll be able to refer back and see how any of their conservation practices have led to the increase or decrease of certain species associated with their land.
So, big farmland bird count's coming up. You've not done it before. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm here to learn, and I think I've got the best guys around me to learn as well, with Max, Adam, and Pan. So,
oh, nice. Yeah. So, I mean, as a new shepherd, it's not something you really had much experience with before, but only takes half an hour. So we'll just be going out, and I'll give you the bird ID cards that we get, and then that will help you, and then you'll be able to just
and a set of binoculars.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Robert Shepherd, and I'm the lead farmer of the Allenford Farmers Cluster Group. It's just a really good way of baselining the species that we have on the farm and within the Allenford Farmers Cluster Group, so that we can monitor it and see what benefits we're getting from our conservation work. Well, we're seeing more variety of species. We're seeing a lot more lapwing just at the moment, which is really exciting. But there's lots of benefits like that, so we're getting to know our own land better and our own species more. It's just lovely to get out, see different areas of the farm each year and what's there at that particular time, and it gives you a warm, feel-good feeling.
My name is Patrick Parker, and I'm a farmer here in windy Suffolk. I've been taking part in the big farmland bird count every year for the last 10 years because I think it's a brilliant way for us to get a bit of a benchmark and a bit of an audit of the farmland birds that we have on our farm in our areas of wild bird seed mix like this one, the areas that we're supplementary feeding for winter farmland birds.
If you're not feeling particularly confident with your bird ID skills and they're not quite as good as you'd like them to be and you're not particularly confident, don't worry, there's lots of resources available on the Big Farmland Bird Count website, including printout guides that you can take out into the field with you, which help you identify the really difficult little brown jobbies that are gone in a flash and everyone seems to struggle with, including me. We'd also encourage as many people to take part as possible. You can ask someone to do the count on your behalf on your farm. You can do multiple counts in multiple different places. Yes, really encourage as many people to take part as possible and hope you enjoy it. All you need to do is type Big Farmland Bird Count into your search engine. And all the resources that you need will be found on this homepage. So if you click on Take Part, you can download your count sheets here and print them off. You can also submit your results, either by logging in or creating a new account if you've not used the online system before. You can, of course, send them back through the post if you want to.
The NFU has sponsored the Big Farmland Bird Count since 2019 because it recognises that farmers have a dual role as both food producers and also as stewards of our shared natural landscape and the biodiversity it contains. Climate neutral, sustainable and nature-friendly food production is our only possible future, and taking 30 minutes to build a picture of the farmland bird populations in our fields is a great way of helping to build that national picture and getting the message out to the great British public that farmers are proud to act as stewards of our land. I would encourage all NFU members, farmers and land managers to get out there and do your count this February.